Here is the number one way that introverted guys can be more attractive. Before we answer this question, it's important to answer another question, which is why do introverted guys struggle more with women than extroverted guys? And here's the real reason they think being introverted is more of a curse than a blessing. Whether consciously or unconsciously, men who are struggling with women and they tend toward being an introvert, they generally think that this is a problem more than a benefit in their life. They see being introverted through the lens of it being lack based rather than abundance based. And really, that's what we need to work on here. The number one way to be more attractive as an introvert is to choose to reverse this pattern starting right now, starting in this video. You can make a choice in this moment to no longer see yourself as damaged or see that being an introvert is a weakness or a problem. In fact, I recommend that you see it in the exact opposite way. Really, being an introvert is a hidden superpower. It unlocks all kinds of advantageous qualities and attributes inside of you that make you highly appealing to women. Being introverted is a huge advantage, and here's why. You listen better. You're more aware. You're more intuitive. You can read people better. You're more mysterious. You have more depth. These are some of the amazing qualities that are unlocked when you tap into the power of being an introvert. Basically, these are the qualities that many, many women absolutely crave. Women love all these qualities. They want you to listen more than you talk. They want you to be able to step out of your own skin and see them from their point of view. They want you to have almost like psychic or empathic abilities where you can read them with relative ease and they know they can't mess with you or get away with stuff. Women want a man who can challenge them on deeper emotional levels or intellectual levels. Women want a man, high quality women want a man who has substance, who has layers to who he is. It's not just a one trick pony where he's really fun for a date or two, but then it becomes boring. A man who is connected to his power as an introvert knows that he very much is like an endless mystery, an endless treasure trove of possibility for a woman. And really, that's what a high value woman wants so much of the time. Now, of course, extroverts can have substance. Extroverts can also have layers to who they are. However, it tends to be one of the great advantages of being an introvert that you're highly aware that you have depth. You have these layers to your personality, to your beliefs, that you're nuanced. There's subtlety in who you are. It's not all just right on the surface for women to see. So women truly do love all of these qualities, but there's one caveat. You have to embrace who you are at a deep level and stop seeing this as a problem. Now, our society has done a great job in convincing you that being an introvert is a problem. You see a lot of extroverts having more advantages in terms of the social hierarchy and getting well paying jobs and fitting in better in social circles and things of this nature. And while that's all true, there's a certain level of illusion and conditioning that you have to be willing to penetrate and come out the other side. So even though it appears that being extroverted is sometimes more rewarded in our society, it's the introvert who is really connected with his inner power as a man and is confident in being an introvert that I think has a much greater advantage in many, many ways because of the aforementioned screen, where as an introvert, you're more connected with who you really are a lot of the time. Your intuition is more engaged. You do have the ability to listen better, to be more of an empath, which, if you know how to play your cards right, is a huge advantage as a man. So most introverts struggle with women because they allow this quality to undermine their confidence. They have a belief that being an introvert is a sign of weakness, of lack, a deficiency that needs to be fixed, a problem to be solved. Right now, make a decision to stop seeing it in this way. Now, most introverts are like this for life. It's not like you tend to ping pong back and forth between being an extrovert and an introvert. And a true introvert is somebody who's just wired this way. It's part of their identity. So if you always carry around the baggage of seeing yourself as a problem in this way, women are going to pick up on that. It's putting out a feeling of energetic contraction or weakness to women that makes them not notice you, that makes them overlook you and feel like they can't really connect with your masculine power. All of that tends to stem from the core tribal belief that being an introvert is a problem, that is a sign of weakness. Right now, I encourage you to completely reframe it in your mind and see it as a sign of strength. And even though it does pose challenges in our society and it can pose challenges with women, now you know that if you reframe it and you choose to see it as a blessing rather than a curse, that it can very much serve you in your quest to have more women and enjoy more intimacy, better sex, whatever it is that you're looking for in your life. However, it's all coupled with confidence. A highly confident introvert is rare, and many women absolutely crave this kind of man. In our society, you have most introverts who are shying away from their power and their greatness, and they are buying into the conditioning that it's a problem. So therefore, they're blocked from their natural confidence. It is rare to find an introvert who is genuinely confident. And on the flip side, it is rare to find a true extrovert who exudes humility and depth and substance. It tends to be that a lot of extroverts have a slight or exaggerated degree of arrogance to who they are. And yes, some women will absolutely be attracted to this. However, a high value woman is looking for a man with layers, with substance, as I mentioned. So if you can be one of the rare men who is totally comfortable in your own skin being an introvert, please know that that gives you an enormous advantage. And there is a way for you to use that as an asset rather than an enemy in this process in dating and courting women. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be hitting this theme in a variety of different ways and showing you how you can reclaim your power as an introverted man. A lot of introverted men tend to be nice guys. They tend to be too nice. They tend to be doormats. And what we want is for you to have both masculine power slash confidence and introversion. You can have both. And this is the sweet spot that you're looking for. This is where your true gifts, your superpowers, your magnetic charisma come alive as a man, and women begin to feel it. So many of the videos will help you do this on a practical level, making this fundamental shift out of feeling like a victim or feeling like being an introvert is a problem into being a confident, aligned man. In essence, this comes down to, in my experience, learning how to surrender to what is now and stop judging yourself for your past, stop judging yourself for what you're experiencing now, and then learn how to tap into the power of your imagination to reinvent yourself in whatever way you want. So if you were a truly confident introvert, how would that feel? And you start to get acquainted with that new frequency state, that new way of being, regardless of your past and regardless of all the evidence you've accumulated that being an introvert is a problem. You're choosing to reframe the entire dynamic starting right now. That's how powerful you are. That's how much potential you have locked up inside of you. As a man, so much of your happiness comes down to choice and the degree of conviction you have in your choices. Are you truly choosing to become confident? Or you're like, yeah, this all sounds nice, but I'm just going to go on with my life and hope for the best. Stop putting out wishful thinking. Stop hoping. Stop waiting. And instead, realize that this video coming across your unique life and path right now is a sign. It's a permission slip, an invitation to choose it now. There's nothing to wait for. There's no reason to be attached to your past. You've struggled enough. You've lived in enough mediocrity. Right now, before you close this video, make a choice to see yourself as powerful, to see being an introvert as an asset, as a gift. So if we've done that, my job is done on this particular video. And be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will support you in making these kinds of convictions to yourself in a genuine way over the next several videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.